Hello friends. Since the beginning of COVID and enforcement of lockdowns, entire human race has been forced to make paradigm shifts in their daily routines. Thanks to internet and digital infrastructure that has made all this possible. Although COVID has impacted the globe negatively, but as any coin has got two sides to itself, the same goes for COVID as well. Lockdowns enforced due to COVID had their positives also. At one side, fear of COVID spread was there, but it has brought pollution levels significantly down because entire world had to adhere to the lockdowns. On one hand, people were staying indoors in order to avoid contamination, while on the other hand, sightings of the migrating birds and endangered species of animals was almost updated daily over social media. Greenhouse gas emissions and pollution levels across India had significantly fallen because industries were also closed in order to avoid any kind of community spread. Almost every metropolitan city which was gasping for fresh air during the same period in 2019 was gifted with a breath of fresh air in the same time during 2020. Even water bodies have seen recovery, and our rivers like Ganga and Yamuna have seen significant improvement since the enforcement of nationwide lockdown. Nature was healing while people restricted their movement outdoors. Not everything about this corona pandemic is abysmal, as we can see from these instances. But as we are trying to come back to the new normal with full caution, we need to remember that pollution is going to come back in much worse form if we ignore the initiatives required to keep our environment clean and green. After COVID-19, we need to understand that a growing economy needs to respect the carrying capacity of nature and non-renewable resources to decrease the chances of another environmental pandemic, as it will lead to another big blow to the entire human race in all the senses, be it health, economy, or any other aspect. Lack of environmental planning in expanding our economy is already killing millions, and it is going to come back in much worse form unless its seriousness is accepted and communicated. One of the ways to keep it clean and still under working situation is to increase our dependency on renewable resources like solar energy. And thankfully, government is taking required steps towards this direction to make it better for our future generations. Today, we are fortunate enough to have Mr. Amit Kumar, Honorable Chairman of Confederation of Indian Industries, Mysore, with us the second time to share his valuable insights about the entire scenario and the solar industry in India. Good afternoon, sir. We would like to welcome you, and it is our pleasure to have you once again on our show.
It is always my pleasure, Abhishek.
Without any further delay, we would like to ask you our first question. What has been the impact of COVID-19 on environment?
You see, of late, if you have seen COVID-19 in terms of what is their effect in India, we have read a lot in newspapers for the last 7-8 months, and I remember one could see the Himalayan ranges from Chandigarh. And then in terms of the cities, if you go, there were Delhi pollution came down drastically. Then
Yes.
if you go to United States or in the global warming, they were predicting that it is going to come down.
Yeah.
So if such things are happening, then surely the environmentalists are now raising the question that should we have a lockdown every year like this for some time? So there was a complete transformation in thinking of people. You know, you can do away with without a board meeting going for a physical presence. Sometimes we feel that we should go and travel. But you see, last 7-8 months, अगर हवाई यात्रा नहीं हो रहा है, रेल का यात्रा भी बंद है, बस का यात्रा बंद है, फिर भी काम तो चल रहा है, भले इकोनॉमी की डाउनवर्ड ट्रेंड है, लेकिन ये बहुत कुछ हमें ये कोविड-19 इस तरह से सिखाया है कि जो हम सोचते हैं और जो एक्चुअली जो टारगेट जो होने का है So it is all about a mindset change which is coming. So these are some of the things is going to जो आज के बच्चे हैं, जो 10 साल 11 साल 15 साल का है, वो जो सीख रहा है, जो जान रहा है, वो काफी इसमें एक lot about thinking change is going to come, and in times to come I think किसी ने सोचा नहीं था कि मैं महीने में 10 दिन ट्रैवल करता था। आज मैं महीने से कहीं गया नहीं, लेकिन फिर भी मैं तो हमारा फैक्ट्री चल रहा है इतने दिनों से। And lot of things, the IT sector is now planning that they will only open in July 21. So there are a lot of things which can be done in a different way. You see the Bangalore traffic, how it has changed. मुंबई में इतने दिन तो बिना रेस्टोरेंट के लोगों ने चलाया, तो सोचिए मैं खुद I have reduced 10 kgs weight in this 8 months of lockdown. So this is the biggest learning for me. So there are a lot of things, lot of good takeaways. बट यस नेगेटिव साइड भी इसका है। अब सोचिए इतना बड़ा हेल्थ सेक्टर को हम रिवैम्प करने का कोशिश कर रहे हैं, ये हमें नजर आया कि हेल्थ कितना इम्पोर्टेंट है, गवर्नमेंट को हेल्थ सेक्टर पे कितना नजर रखना चाहिए। अब देखिए दूसरा और एक पहलू आया कि वेस्ट मैनेजमेंट इज अगेन अ डिफरेंट एरिया व्हिच वी हैव टू लुक इनटू वेरी सीरियसली। इवन द पीपल जो हम मास्क पहनते हैं, द डिस्पोजल ऑफ द मास्क हैज नॉट बीन डन प्रॉपर्ली। So these are some of the negatives which has happened, but yes, have given these negatives and these positives, and this downward trend in economy is one part. Yes, it has affected. A lot of people have gone out of jobs. These are some of the negatives, big negatives I will say. So there is going to be a lot different world in 2-3 years to come, and the new generation have learned that. They have learned it the hard way or soft way, whatever it is. But there is a big learning in COVID for all of us, I can say. It has opened up our mind to new different vistas of opportunities and to look things very differently.
Sir, indeed, you have shared highly valuable information with us. While moving on to our second question, we would like to ask, how will solar energy growth make India self-dependent, or as we often hear these days, Atmanirbhar?
Now coming back to your second question, Atmanirbhar in solar, how can we? So let me go deep dive into that issue. You see, the in our country, if you talk of solar, the very first solar cell which comes from the semiconductor, there is a factory in the country. Solar cells, we get all the wafers and we process it. So the country has to look into the semiconductor policy in a very different way. Of course, the government had explored that and they had brought in a semiconductor policy, but we did not find any takers for them. Now government may be looking at it in a different way, and the private sector also will look at it in a different way and see that how, because that requires a huge investment for semiconductors if you want to set up a plant. But it is the need of the hour, and it takes time, years to develop that also. So that is going to happen, and when that happens and the wafers are coming to when we have our own wafers from which the maybe polysilicon or monosilicon wafers. So when we have that, then the first stage we are Atmanirbhar. Then of course lot of cell manufacturing plants are there, and lot new manufacturing plants will come up, and government has also offered lot of incentives to the cell manufacturers so that the country, we get our own cells from the country, and I think more will come into that effect. And once the cells are there, then of course module manufacturing, we are trying to import lot of them from China, looking at the price. But once these are done, then I am sure that the module also will get manufactured in India. So once the wafer, the cells and the modules are there, then the balance of the system, that is the EVA sheet and all, can always be looked into. And maybe what I feel is that the government and in times to come, the private sector also will come up heavily and build up big solar manufacturing parks. And where you have got the EVA, the glass, the module, the back sheet, the top sheet, everything is coming in, and even the silver which is there, what is required for manufacturing a solar cell. So once everything is there, even the machines, which maybe in the initial years we will still continue to buy the cell processing plants, machines, but maybe India will also become Atmanirbhar in that aspect also. समय के साथ आदमी सीखता है और समय के साथ जब हम ये करेंगे तो हमारा सुनहरा दिन आने वाला है और आत्मनिर्भर भारत हम जरूर कर सकते हैं. बिकॉज यू सी वन थिंग आई ऑलवेज फील, कुछ साल पहले लोग कहते थे कि इंडिया का मैन्युफैक्चरिंग इंडस्ट्री ने आगे का नहीं सोचा और चाइना सारा इंडस्ट्री जा रहा था तो वो वियतनाम चला गया, कंबोडिया चला गया और देशों में चला गया. लेकिन मैं सोचता हूँ कि ये कुछ नहीं गया है, जो गया है वो बहुत ही कम. एंड इंडिया हैज नॉट लॉस्ट दैट अपॉर्चुनिटी बिकॉज अपना देश इतना 130 करोड़ जो पॉपुलेशन हमारा है, ये अपने आप में इतना बड़ा मार्केट है जो इसको पूरा दुनिया एक बहुत बड़ा मार्केट की तरफ देखता है. तो अगर इंडियन इंडस्ट्री इस समय में अगर आगे आ गया और इस तरह से अपने को एक डिफरेंट वे से सोचा, आत्मचिंतन किया और अपने आप में कि नहीं हम ये करेंगे, और ऑफ कोर्स लॉट ऑफ बिजनेस हाउसेस विल सी लॉट ऑफ अपॉर्चुनिटीज इन दैट. तो समय के साथ ये सोच बदलेगा और मुझे तो एटलीस्ट मैं कॉन्फिडेंट हूँ कि आत्मनिर्भर हम बन सकते हैं. हमने केवल वो एक ठान लेना है और सरकार में वो अगर पॉजिटिव सोच है तो कुछ भी हो सकता है इस देश में. क्योंकि हमारा अपना अगर हम सोलर सेल मॉड्यूल बनाए तो हमें एक्सपोर्ट तो बाद में, हमारा देश का जो रिक्वायरमेंट है अगर हम उसी को पूरा कर ले तो हमारे अपने आप में ही अपने आप चलने लगेगा. आप कोई भी आज इंडस्ट्री ले लीजिए, 130 करोड़ पॉपुलेशन बैठा है उसको यूज करने के लिए. आपको बाहर जाना तो बाद में, पहले अगर आप अपना देश को ही दे दिए तो आप सोचिए ना, आज देश का पूरा वर्ल्ड का पॉपुलेशन 800 करोड़ है, उसमें से 10% से ज्यादा करीब 15 से 20% पॉपुलेशन तो यहीं बैठा है. और उसके बाद अगल बगल के देशों में अगर हम इसको करते हैं तो दूर नहीं. और हमने कोई समय नहीं गवाया, कुछ नहीं खोया, इसका मुझे पूरा विश्वास है. और दूसरा है कि हमारे इंडियन इंजीनियर्स कैपेबल हैं. आज आप अमेरिका चले जाइए तो वहाँ पे सबसे बड़े बड़े ऑर्गेनाइजेशंस, या आज इंडियंस को देखिए कितने सारे बड़े बड़े ऑर्गेनाइजेशंस को लीडरशिप दे रहे हैं. गूगल को देखिए, नदेला के, माइक्रोसॉफ्ट देख लीजिए, तो इतने बड़े बड़े आज हार्वर्ड यूनिवर्सिटी के डीन हमारे इंडियन है, जो बॉम्बे यूनिवर्सिटी पढ़ा है, IIM अहमदाबाद में पढ़ा है. तो इंडियंस में काबिलियत की कोई कमी नहीं है, बिल्कुल एजुकेशन की कोई कमी नहीं है. केवल एक नए सिरे से चीजों को देखने का है, नए चीजें से सिरों को सोचने का है. और हमें ये है कि, और ये लगता है कि कोविड के टाइम में ये चिंतन आई है, लेकिन ये समय के साथ ये बदलेगा और हमारा देश एक बहुत ही सुनहरा दिन आने वाला है हम सब लोगों इंडियंस को. लेकिन आने वाले जो, जैसे आप लोग यंग लोग हैं, आप लोगों के लिए तो ये बहुत ही सुनहरा दिन आने वाला है. और आप लोगों को इंडिया में इतने अपॉर्चुनिटीज आएंगे, इतने सारे रहेंगे कि हमें बाहर देश जाने की जरूरत ही नहीं है. जी. और हर एक प्रांत इस देश का, जहाँ पे कुछ आज उन्नत है, कुछ आज पिछड़ा हुआ है, लेकिन जब सब अपने लेवल पे आएगा तो आदमी को अपने ही इलाके में इतना नौकरी का होगा, अपॉर्चुनिटीज होगा कि हमें और कहीं दूर प्रदेश जाने की जरूरत नहीं. अपना ही प्रदेश में अपने काम करेंगे, अपना जिएंगे, अपना खाएंगे, अपना रहेंगे और सुखी रहेंगे.
जी. Thank you, sir, for sharing enlightening insights about the solar industry in India, which are really positive about our future. And we really like to thank you from the bottom of our hearts to spare your precious time with us.
Thank you.
As per the United Nations Environment Programme, currently governments across the globe spend about more than $500 billion every year in ways that harm biodiversity, primarily to support fossil fuels, agriculture and fisheries. These funds could be repurposed to incentivize regenerative agriculture, sustainable food systems, clean technology and nature positive innovations. And we strongly feel and believe that Indian government has taken the cognizance of same and is taking required steps to quickly reach the necessary shift towards renewable resources. If we look at the recent communication by Indian Brand Equity Foundation, then we come to know that India in last 6 years has increased the installed renewable energy capacity by 2.5 times. As per a recent report by International Energy Agency, India is expected to be the largest contributor to the renewable upswing in 2021 with the country's annual additions almost doubling from 2020. Here, we would like to bring to your notice that the Brainwatchers India is not at all advocating COVID or COVID-like situation, but as they say, it's only challenges that lead to new thought process and finally innovations. With COVID coming in and leading to change in population behaviors and increased awareness towards nature and renewable resources, it is time that the entire human race should work towards sustainable development goals and renewable energy. With this positive and progressive approach, we would like to welcome all the changes for us and our future generations, where we can live in harmony with all human beings and most importantly, our Mother Nature. Go green, stay safe and stay healthy. Thank you.